All right, so I did Spanish rice and chicken. Me and my roommates, we all did Spanish rice and chicken. We went to the store and we bought rice and chicken. Um, we just looked up a dish that would be suited to us, and we thought would be easier to make. But our main focus was Spanish rice. So the history of Spanish rice is that rice is not native to Mexico and was brought over in the 1500s when Spain started their invasion in the 14th century. Since the Spanish originally introduced rice to Mexico, it makes sense that a traditional rice dish would be called Spanish rice. And Spanish rice, as we know it, originated in the Veracruz region in Mexico, and it was also referred to as a Mexican rice. And so the cultural impacts of Spanish rice in Mexico, the type of rice is known as arroz. This rice is heavily influenced by Arabic, Persian, and Indian culture. Different regions of Mexico serve the rice in different ways. Spanish rice is a main dish for families during the Cinco de Mayo. So the nutrient composition is that we had 1 cup of Spanish rice contains 35 grams of carbs, which is 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, 180 calories, and it also contains vitamin A and C. And so I couldn't find the diseases, but diseases and pests can be found in rice, but the IRRI develops rice varieties that are resistant to blast, bacterial blight, sheath blight, and tongue row virus. Um, so the main ingredient of the dish is rice. However, the tomato paste in the rice is what makes it into the Spanish rice. We also use chicken to incorporate a different taste in the dish, which was a nice addition. We also use green onions just to make it a little bit more healthier. The agriculture of the rice is that the cycle of rice is 190 days, and the harvest season lasts for about 30 days to mid-September to October. And in 2019, Mexico grew 0.31 million metric tons of rice, which is a lot. Um, so rice will grow best in an area that has a good supply of water and in even land surface with a subsoil that inhibits the percolation of water. So we got to the preparation. Step one was to heat oil in a large, heavy skillet over medium heat. Stir in onion and cook until tender, about 5 minutes. For about 5 minutes. So step two was to mix rice into skillet, stirring often. When rice begins to brown, stir in chicken broth and tomato sauce. Reduce heat, cover, and simmer to 20 minutes until liquid has been absorbed. And I just added in the chicken because the chicken was added into it. The chicken was cooked with green onions and olive oil and a little bit of butter, and it was cooked until I thought it was cooked just right, which would be like a little bit brown, golden brown, sort of. We didn't add any spices to the chicken, which made it very bland and didn't have any like it was just dry. But if we would have added spices to the chicken, I think the dish would have been a lot better. And so here's some pictures of the dish. So you can kind of see the chicken in the bowl, but on the left would be the a whole dish together, which the chicken is very kind of hard to see, but the little white kind of square pieces of chicken. So there's green olives. There's a lot of rice, and tomato sauce is incorporated very well in this dish, and it tasted really good. But on the right, you can kind of see more of the chicken. We try to put more of the chicken on top just to see it, but the rice was the main part of the dish, and so we decided to compare it. I decided to compare it to that everyone has eaten rice before, and my parents always cooked rice, so I've had it all my life. But what was interesting to me was to see the variety of rice made in a different culture, which made it unique. Because rice can be made in many cultures and countries, but seeing different rice varieties um, just made it very interesting to me. But we chose Spanish rice because it was just easier for us to buy and make. But just seeing all the different types of rice was very interesting. And here's the references. The main source we got it from was is there a difference between Spanish and Mexican rice? A couple of these sources was just like an add-on to it, and the recipe was what we used, the best Spanish rice recipe. But some of these were just a couple add-ons to our presentation. But yeah, that's our presentation. Thank you.